Why, hello there! It's me, your friendly friend Gale, and this is my friend Nagito. And today, we're watching Miraculous Season 4, Episode 13, which is Mega Leech. That sounds dramatic, I think. So the last episodes have been pretty good, pretty thrilling. Plots coming out, secrets getting revealed, but no one knowing that the secrets are revealed, back and forth. So I'm really looking forward to where this episode's going to leave us. Right now it says Maledictator comes back, now seconded by a Centimonster. How unique. And Ladybug entrusts a committed friend and ally with Miraculous to help her save Paris. So either Zoe comes back, which I'm not looking forward to, or a new person is getting a new Miraculous, which I also am not looking forward to, but we'll see. We'll see. Man, I hope it isn't Zoe. So sit back and relax as we dive into Mega Leeches. Leeching out all our blood and all our expectations for this episode. So Mega Leech was mega filler. Introduce a problem, introduce a new character who then gets a new Miraculous. In this case it was Milan getting the Mouse Miraculous, and then have them solve the particular problem, which relies heavily on their particular miraculous powers in order to solve. It wasn't the worst episode. It had an environmental message, but not really more. I mean, it wasn't a bad message. It wasn't too down your nose, like corporations bad, like other environmental TV shows or movies can be. But it definitely was like, we need to band together to solve problems. And they're not wrong, but yeah, you've heard that message before, and you've seen the kind of episode or movie or whatever plot structure for that kind of story is. And there wasn't really a lot to say other than, I'm glad it worked out for them, because in real life, there were millions of little maledictators, and I think it would have taken them forever, because if one got away, then it wouldn't have been solved, right? He would have stayed akumatized and just one of them remained alive, and the Centimonster would have stayed, and they brought together a whole bunch of superheroes to take it down, but it was kind of we just need you for your one thing, which technically Ladybug could do herself. I don't know why she doesn't do it herself more often, hey, give me the glasses, I'll create the portal, and then you can jump through, and I'll still be Ladybug. That doesn't stop me from being Ladybug, so I don't know why she doesn't just combine the powers more often. Yeah, this one was just kind of standard. Nothing was really gained about it, only a little bit with, at the end, Adrian confronting his father because he was part of a commercial for the evil anti-environment project, and he didn't know, and his father sponsored it, so at the end he kind of his father confronts him, really, and is like, yeah, Adrian, that's bad, how dare you go against me, so that was that, but all in all, this was kind of more of just a filler episode. Milan's kind of nice. She's not, her whole thing is just being scared all the time, so that's kind of not a great characterization. There's not a lot there to work with other than I'm scared all the time, but I'm getting over my fear, which is, great message and all, but there's a lot of ways that can be said, and there's a lot of ways in this show that has been said. So her original Horrificator had to do with that too. So it's kind of a little boring at this point. Miss Bussier is pretty awesome in this one, kicking butt as usual. She's always awesome. Mayor is kind of a dick, but he's always kind of a dick. Yeah, it was just really the usual of what you would expect. It's the first time we've seen Zoe since the 2 episodes that focused on her, and she's, she does her one thing and that's it, so not too bad. But yeah, it's all kind of strange to me, how they're all getting their, there's a lot more of everybody, all the superheroes coming in and getting all their Miraculouses in this one, and it just feels kind of not really what I want to be watching right now. We already had the Everybody Gets a Miraculous season. We don't need another Everybody Gets a Miraculous season. Now we have 2 more heroes, and it's just kind of like, I know in the end, like, everyone's gonna get one, and they have, like, the rooster and the tiger and some other, like, the ox that still need to be handed out, because I don't think they're ever going to, I don't think they're going to give up without having one superhero for each Kwami, even if it's just the once, just so that it, like, gets established, you know, that you see what the superhero and the superpowers are, because that's just, like, not, you're too good not to use, right? But it does mean that we're wasting our time on episodes like this when we could have episodes that build off the past ones that were really good and, like, building plot and all that kind of stuff, because now it's like, well, we got time to just throw an environmental message in. It also had, like, the most cringy moment for me out of all of these, probably because it's such a typical thing to put into an environmental message like this, where it's just like, oh, why didn't you tell us earlier? We would have totally helped you. And then the other person's like, well, I did, but you just didn't pay attention. You just weren't good enough. You didn't care enough. And so they're like, oh no, we should have paid attention to the problems around us all along. Which is not a very nuanced take on anything, but it, like, you've seen it before, but it was just so cringe for them to all be like, oh, we're such awful friends. We didn't listen when they told us about how bad this plan was gonna be for the environment. The Lorax came down and he spoke for the trees, but no one was listening to the Lorax. So yeah, like, good messages, don't get me wrong. They're positive messages for children or anyone really, you know, environment's a good message, paying attention to more problems around you and not just, you know, ignoring them because they don't affect you. That's a good message. Banding together a bunch of small solutions to tackle bigger problems instead of just trying to solve it all with one huge miracle solution. Those are great lessons. Don't, like, that's not what I'm not trying to take away from that. Those are fantastic lessons. Keep them to heart, face your fears, all that kind of stuff. Just, I don't like episodes with too many lessons, and this is one of them, where you're like 8 different lessons of be a good person at once, and it doesn't further the plot. So, not a bad episode, but not my favorite, and yeah, I'm gonna forget it quite easily after this, so. That was Mega Leech. Had very little to do with leeches. Had just a really oblong centimonster with a bunch of eyes, which is not what a leech is, and it didn't do leech things. Do the writers of Miraculous know what a leech is? I don't think they know what a leech is. Oh well. I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye! Hi there. It's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay. I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.